Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. So we will be continuing our journey with Swift. Last time we learned about arrays and we learned about what are variables, how to represent a constant. So like why we learned about when does the copy on write optimization take place, and we learned and then we learned about arrays, how to initialize an array. First, then we learned about when we like when is type annotation, when we need to use type annotation. So continuing further, today we will be studying about dictionaries. So dictionaries. Now dictionary, as you've seen, queries are a collection. We access these items using a numerical index. Dictionaries are another common type of collection, but they differ from arrays because they let to access the value based on a key you specify. To give an example, so where person, this is an array, so this will be accessed is based on the index. Now a dictionary is basically, again, it will be a key value pair. So in order to use the value, we will be using the key. And even okay, so now let's do this where person. So now here we do not need to mention the type because we are already initializing the array, right? So when we initialize the array in Swift, there is no we also studied about operators in Swift. Next, so in order to access this, we will be using person, and then we will be specifying an index, right? So then, yeah, initially for the first time it will take some time to run, but once it is done for the first time, then it will be a bit faster. For the first time it takes time. Can we open the previous background? um, yeah, I know that's my background. Let's do one second over here. Just okay, so and then sound is minimized, drag it over here. And then we also learned like what is string interpolation, that is basically inserting a string. We learned about operators, variables. Then we also studied what is the there was an operation here where we said, yeah, copy or an optimization. So now this is basically a person array. So when I do this, and this has already been done, so this shouldn't take that time. Yeah, see, the output has come very fast. Now then if I declare a dictionary, so I say where let's do someone, then I say this is going to be a key value pair, right? So this is a key, I say colon, then this is, I don't know, to get the value I would be accessing it using the case. So I get person one. See, the moment I okay, let's see, you type over here, and then see, this indicates string to string type. That means the key is a string and the value is also a string. So there is no need for type annotation here. So I say do, oh, let's do PAR the moment, and then let's do key, right? The moment I will do this, the value is printed. Now now what is the advantage of using keys? Now as you can see, you can make a dictionary, you write its key, then a colon in its value. You can then read any value from the dictionary just by knowing its key. So this is a date basically. This is a dictionary. And then let's come to conditionals. So the first conditional statement that we are going to study is an if-else bracket. Okay, if sometimes you want to execute only if a certain condition is met and true, and Swift that is represented primarily by if and yes statements. You give Swift a condition to check, then a block of code to execute if that condition is true. So this can be done using an if and else. For example, if this condition is true, then this will be executed. Okay, so let's do the first we are going to learn if. Suppose I have here action. Now this is, since it's not initialized over here, so I need to mention the type. Then I go person equal to this header. So here the type is already been mentioned. Then I say if a person is defined somewhere else as well, let's make this person to, and let's have your person to as well. And then if I do this is person to, so if I do action. So if I say my person to, this is a string variable. So person to is already used, person is also used, let's do only person here. So if I say person equal to, and then if when this condition is true, execute something. So make action as assign action to it. So when I execute this, okay, now yeah, action, I will just write action down again. Yeah, so action is getting hit, and that's okay. Next thing is the equality operator introduced previously is to check whether the string inside. Now this is an equality, it will check whether this and this are exactly equal. Okay, now then we have if else if block, and then we have else. This is my if else if, then we have else. So what we do if this person is equal to header, then assign something assign something in this variable, and then do else if, right? So we are right else if, let's say person is equal to there, then do again some block of code, and then so let's do this. Let's make action here equal to so let's have here there, close this, and then let's the default condition is action is DFAU. Let's run this. What is happening over here? A person is equal to if person is equal to header, and then let's see what does this even run. So let's see what action is here. So action is becoming hit because this condition is, so if I say not equal to here, then it should be answered. Else, yeah, because even this is not matching. Let's just make this a header. Now this is matching, so it will be play. Okay. Remember with if else if. Now this is if else if else. So here else if works only when it comes down, when if fails, and else works when if else condition is okay. Now evaluating multiple conditions. So yeah, so now this is having use logical operators to combine two statements. For example, I can say where action let's where action colon string where staying out this is staying in out if this is true, and then I say where staying in is. So now let's combine this equation both. So if I say if staying in and then I staying out, remember this is true false true. Sorry, true false false. So then invalid declaration. Or let's remove the action in here, so let's make an action 1. So then I say action 1 is equal to, this is going to be a string, right? So let's add this value as this is, let's have this as string in, and then I do else if the condition here string in or is pipe, I guess. Logical or is pipe. Okay, or if I say let's make this is not. So here we are using logical operators. Then I do action as hello, and then always the default. So default is else, and the parenthesis, and do one action, and do the default. Then come here, display. So action 1. So actually action is here, action is this is working, right? Because not of this false is going to be true. This is not going to work. We can use lots. Did I talk about logical operators? I don't think so. So I said comparison operator, this arithmetic. Did we talk about logical here? Also, let's do here something called as logical operators. So first can be, this is logical and this is not. I should have a or as well. I don't know, or is or is written as or what? I'll have to check that. Let's get this. I don't know. I can go to Apple Docs as well to do the same thing. Let's open Apple Docs. This is the incognito. Developer document. Indentation. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's search logical operators. Enter. Here's the operators. Come back. Logical Let's see which one is. One is on. I can make it more easy. Open AI. Let's try ChatGPT. Let's write logical operators is written enter. So logical not logical and or is pipe. So yeah. And then this is or and then and or not. That's more than required. Now loops. Now see what if we want to iterate. Now loops. Computers are weighing billion tasks. Okay, when it comes to repeating task in code, you can either copy and paste or code multiple times, or you can use loops. For example, so this is like printing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the same piece of code. The function is just to print. So instead of using it, writing it 10 times, make it in a loop and run it 10 times. That would be much easier. Okay, now there are see this is I need to study about this will range something like is that range operator or is this range? This is called as closed range operator. Okay, now let's see something called as closed range operator. This is lower bound, zeros, upper bound. Then okay, then there is something called as open half. Okay, it includes lower bound, so this is 3, 32. This is includes lower bound, ignores upper bound. There is open closed. Then there should be another one exact opposite as well. What if this? What if want lower include upper? So that is not there. It does not have a so there is no direct operator here. No direct operator which does exclude or include upper. Let's and then let's go for I 10. This is closed range, right? And let's go and let's no, this is variable I, right? So we need to do string I need to do string interpolation. So I'll do and then in brackets I'll just write I. So when I run this, it should bring 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It should bring, no, this is from 10 to 20 in steps of 1. Spring statement in my how is string interpolation working here? String interpolation. Okay, so it should be a slash. It should be a slash. This one is say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and okay, step size is 1. Uh, step size is 1. Okay. Okay, suppose what if we don't want to use the value here? So just this is an underscore. So this will we are basically it's like dunder method. You're just ignoring the value and you're printing. Right. So this will be printing like hi. What is this operator called as technically? Image foreigns is it magic methods? Yeah, this is called as wildcard pattern for ignoring values. Underscore for ignoring values is called as wildcard patterns. Okay. Now see if I need to loop over arrays. This is something over. Now this is looping over arrays. What if I have an array? Let's just let me copy. I go here. I will paste. Look at okay. So now let's take this back. Have a space. Take this back. And just increase the size. Okay, is it redeclaration or something? Invalid redeclaration of songs. Go up. This. How should I loop over this? For looping, yeah, just loop for songs. For I in songs. And then I'm going to print. This is backslash. Sorry, vertical slash. Parenthesis and write by. And then just run this. So by default, print adds just print adds next line at the end. There's something to take care of. I'll just understand. Now what if but then for this to use I should know the exact length, right? It makes sense only then. Oh, so now then there are some inbuilt methods which I can use, like songs dot Map count, capacity, hash value, start. Map contains distance, index. I'll be using count now the number of elements in the array. So this will be counted from 1. We should be counting it from count will start counting from 1, 2, 3, and so on. Inner loops. I can have a loop inside a loop, a nested loop. Again. Okay, now the second thing, let's do. Okay, so before it, okay, so here we should write the, the first I am going to do is for I in, then here I'm going to do while. This is while and then condition is to do the following, something like that. This basically works like that, right? Okay, then I have certain keywords like break. Break will break out of the loop. Okay. Then okay, continue. These are key valid on as a break. This is some important key. Continue will go back. Just continue. Okay. Now switch case. Now switch case. Now switch case is a but shift as another type of flow control called switch. Remember, we should always evaluate to a number. So whatever case the number will match. Okay. So let's do this while. Let's have a variable here and let's select check is 10. And then if I do while check equals to 10, this will be and while and the check equals check plus 1. So basically that is going to terminate the loop. You understand? Okay, let's constants are declared using. So let's come here, execute this. It's always coming once. Okay. This is the so this scope is outside, right? So it's going to check in the outer scope. Now there is one more type of condition called as switch case. So I say switch. Okay. Then there should be a number here. So if I say 1, then I have brackets. Say case. Let's have a tab here. Case. Again, this is 1. Then print I. Also, switch must be exhaustive. What is it trying to say? Oh, that is a default case needs to be present here. Okay, so when I say default, then I say print I. This will never be executed because okay. In a music format, the will then provide a list of all matching possible cases. Okay. Are you instead of using if else you can use in situations the values are ended. Let's go to the default case. In situations where the values are effectively open, so is it mandatory to put a default? This is 4 to you can have a rate. This should be a number. It should when I do this. And there is some issue with switch case. Now, one thing you should know that switch case blocks and slow don't fall through like they do in some other languages. Fall through means case matching and below all are executed. If you are used to writing break, so there is no need of writing break. Okay. So like other languages, switch cases, yeah, which does not fall through. No need to mention break. Now what if I have 0 to 1? So what does this mean? This is an open range. It will become, is it 0 to 1 all numbers? I don't know. One advantage is the switch will ensure that your cases are that is if there is a possibility of a variable having a value don't. Okay, there is something called as Swift ensure that your cases are exhausted. Okay, so what does this means? Which cases are exhausted? That's all the same as I get, right? I got which cases are exhausted. Switch cases are exhausted meaning that every possible value of the value being switched must be covered. Okay, what does yeah? So switch cases are exhaustive. All possible values must be all possible values must be covered. By that, what is trying to say is yeah, Swift exit it only watches that block. That is for that is like there is no fall through. So what's the advantage? Example of orchestra like all possible cases should be covered when we use it with enums. But this will be more clear when we are using enums, right? This will be more clear when all possible cases needs to be covered over here. There is no fall through over here unlike others. Let's functions. Let's study functions tomorrow. Okay, and okay, so we will from the yeah that's all for today. So tomorrow we will be considering functions and then optional because these are the and optional then optional chaining as well. There is something called as option and then we will move on to enums and other types. So that's all for today guys. Hope you guys are having a good day. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Bye bye. So next we will be starting with functions. Let's just change the slide to functions. Functions. Where is functions? Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care.